Alright, let's just get right into it. My biggest concerns for every Eastern Conference contender. Let's start off with the Bucks. My concern with the Bucks is how Mike Budenholzer manages the role players' minutes. The Bucks are a deep team, and they have a lot of solid to good role players in Bobby Portis, Grayson Allen, Joe Ingles, Pat Connaughton, Javon Carter, and Jay Crowder, but not all of them will be able to get minutes depending on the matchup. Mike Budenholzer has to manage the role players' minutes very well, because if he has one guy in a game longer than he needs to be, or gives a certain guy more minutes than someone else who's a better fit in a series, that can be the difference between losing in the conference finals or them winning their second championship in 3 years. Now, for the Celtics, my biggest concern with them is their reliance of the free ball. The Celtics offense philosophy, coined the Missoula ball, they take a lot of shots from deep. At the time of this recording, they take 42.5 shots from deep per game, which is the second most in the league, only behind the Warriors, and their three-point attempts are almost half of their field goal attempts, with them shooting 88.8 field goal attempts per game at the time of this recording. With them playing this way, their offense can become inconsistent. One game they can be shooting the lights out from deep and they have an offense explosion like against the Bucks last week. Then the next game they can't hit any shot from deep and their offense looks bad and becomes very stagnant. The Celtics have to find that middle ground, because if they don't, that one bad shooting game can be the difference winning or losing a series. Now the Sixers. My biggest concern is James Harden. He's dealing with soreness in his Achilles, which apparently has bothered him for months. And it got so bad to the point after the Sixers double overtime loss to the Bulls, he couldn't play with the pain anymore. And he had to sit out for a couple of games. Since returning, he has not looked like himself, averaging 17.3 points per game, 9.8 assists per game, having a true shooting percentage of 57.8%. The Sixers need him to be playing how he has been for majority of the season, because if they get this version of Harden in the playoffs, they will have the same ending as the past couple of years, losing in the second round in the playoffs. The Cavs, my biggest concern is what production will they be getting from the small forward position, because you know what you are getting from Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. But Karis LeVert is the definition of inconsistent. Isaac Okoro, he is a good point of attack defender, and he has been shooting good from deep the past 3 months. We haven't seen him do it in the playoffs, and yes, he has been shooting good lately. Teams will still leave him open and dare him to shoot. And Cedi Osman is a good shooter from deep, but he isn't the defender Okoro is, and Dean Wade has been terrible since the All-Star break, shooting 19.2% from deep on 2.4 attempts, and Lamar Stevens is a below average shooter from deep, shooting 31.1% on 1.5 attempts. I appreciate you watching the video. If you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what is your biggest concern for any of these Eastern Conference contenders. And I'll see y'all in the next video. More content on the way.